national and world news headquarters. Join us as RMU Live begins right now.
Good evening and welcome to this edition of RMU Live for Tuesday, February 10, 2009. I'm Mark Coddington.
And I'm Andre Steed. Tonight we'll have a story about the transition from Coke to Pepsi on the RMU campus.
But first, we'll talk about the President's address. Last night, President Barack Obama held his first primetime press conference. He discussed his economic stimulus plan and urged Congress to act swiftly in passing it.
Bottom line is to make sure that we are saving or creating 4 million jobs. We are making sure that the financial system is working again, that homeowners are getting some relief. And I'm happy to get good ideas from across the political spectrum, from Democrats and Republicans. What I won't do is return to the failed theories of the last 8 years that got us into this fix in the first place, because those theories have been tested. And they have failed.
The stimulus package was in fact passed by the Senate 61-37. The $819 billion bill was supported by all the Democrats and 3 Republicans in the Senate. The bill will accompany the $350 billion left from the Troubled Assets and Relief Program, or TARP, passed last fall. In total, the 2 bills combined will have the government spending over $1.5 trillion to aid the failing economy.
A petition among residents of Pittsburgh's North Side has been circulating requesting that no more public subsidies be given to the North Side Development Project. Signers of the petition have claimed that the land is being sold for less than what it is worth and that the developer should provide good-paying jobs with benefits. The petition so far has over 800 signatures and will be sent to Harrisburg for review.
On Monday, Pittsburgh Council Chief Doug Shields announced that he will not be running for mayor. Shields claims that the best way to continue helping the people of the region is to remain in his current role as council chief. In a news release, however, Shields said that he gave serious consideration to running for mayor. Doug Shields has been the city council chief since January of '04.
The smoking ban is hitting local fire halls hard. The Oklahoma Volunteer Fire Department is reporting that bingo games at the Westmoreland County Hall have had their attendance slashed by 40%. Many volunteer fire departments are dependent on bingo games to pay bills and say that the smoking ban is hurting their attendance. The halls plan to start a petition and to try to get an exemption to the smoking ban. Recently, Robert Morris switched from selling Coke products to Pepsi products. Our own Josh Oshie got students' reaction.
It's been over a month since RMU announced a change of contracts with Coca-Cola, but there's no doubt about it, Pepsi is here to stay. RMU students aren't getting a change of scenery in beverages. Pepsi, Sierra Mist, and Gatorade have respectively replaced Coca-Cola, Sprite, and Powerade. The attitudes of students were generally lackluster, but most were preferential to their favorite beverages.
No, I'm not. Highly upset.
I did miss Coke. I did miss Cherry Coke. That was my favorite soda. And, I'm getting by.
I don't drink soda.
I rather like Pepsi because we have Gatorade instead of Powerade. So personally, I think it's better.
I hate both Coke and Pepsi. I'm not a big fan of dark pops unless it's root beer, which I like, or Dr. Pepper.
Reporting for RMU Live, I'm Josh Oshie.
Thank you, Oshie, for that report. PennDOT has come out with their wish list for western Pennsylvania. The list includes refurbishing the Liberty Tunnel, repairing Fort Duquesne Bridge, and redoing Route 28. The Route 28 project has been in planning stages for several years, but has yet to come to fruition. Councilman Bill Peduto says that PennDOT should use funds to care for currently existing infrastructure, rather than beginning new projects. Another week, another company in financial trouble. 84 Lumber met with Department Council in Economic Development about debt financing after sales dropped by $1 billion last year. The reason behind the drop in sales can be traced back to the housing bubble collapsing last year. New home construction accounts for 95% of 84 Lumber's business. Coming up, an update on the crew in Flight 1549.
Plus, Brian Cottingham has the weather. Stay tuned.
Come on, boy. Come on.
What do you got there, Yogi? Huh? What do you found? What do you got, little fella? Drop it. Looks like someone's butt. Man, they probably lost it playing with their kids. Hey, leave it. Come on. Come on.
Passing gas in the presence of others is not only inappropriate,
That is so foul.
it can be deadly. Passing gas releases a fog of carbon monoxide
Grandpa,
and other poisonous fumes that can contribute to asthma and pneumonia.
you're killing us over here.
Kids shouldn't be exposed to secondhand smoke. Don't pass gas. Take it outside.
The bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, and what do you think he saw? What do you think he saw? What do you think he saw? The bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, and what do you think he saw?
During a recent interview, Chesley Sullenberger, captain of Flight 1549, which landed in the Hudson River, says he will continue to fly the skies. However, the ill-fated flight continues to weigh on his mind, as Sully, as he is affectionately known, has been having difficulty sleeping. Recently, the crew of Flight 1549 was honored by New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg, as they all received the key to the city.
Starbucks is finally taking the hit just like every other business in America. Starbucks is offering a new promotion. When buying a 12-ounce cup of coffee, you will receive a breakfast sandwich or roll for just $3.95. Or when buying a 12-ounce latte for $3.95, you will receive either a new oatmeal or a coffee cake. This recent promotion is going on due to sales decrease that the company is facing. Starbucks is in the process of now closing another 300 stores on top of the 600 stores Starbucks has already planned to close.
Not only does President Obama enjoy the taste of victory, he also enjoys the fresh taste of an ice-cold beer. Sean Hannity from Fox News 1, of Obama's biggest critics, handed Obama an invitation for a drink or two on him. Obama says he didn't know about Hannity and how he invited him, but he's always good for a beer. The two have not yet set a date on their meeting, if it ever does come to be.
Amazon Indians of the Colina tribe are accused of murder and cannibalism in the Brazilian Amazon village of Envira. The 5 tribe members took the life of a 19-year-old Ocilio Alves de Correvo. Police were only able to keep these cannibalists captured for a few hours before they escaped. Due to the lack of law over the Enviro, arrest warrants were made. And right now, no further action to capture this tribe will be made.
The results for the Israeli election for Prime Minister are in, and it appears that the Luke ID party will emerge victorious. Recent polls show that former Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will once again hold the office. Despite poor weather throughout Israel, voter turnout is expected to be much higher than the 63.2% turnout during the previous election in 2006. 2006 election had the lowest voter turnout in Israel's history.
A fire engulfed a 40-story unoccupied luxury hotel in Beijing, but if you weren't living in China, you probably wouldn't be hearing this. The Chinese government, notorious for keeping stories damaging to the ruling party quiet, has downplayed the fire that caused 1,000 people to evacuate the area. The fire was reportedly caused by fireworks from spectators celebrating the Chinese Lunar New Year. The 500-foot building, before being engulfed in flames, represented a recent transformation and modernization for Beijing. Well, weather.
Weather. Now, last week, -1 degree. This week, 55. What's going on?
I don't know. Let's have Brian Coddington find out for us. Brian, what's up?
Well, thank you, little bro. And it is Coddington. Right now, RMU is looking at a balmy 50 degrees right now. And we got a dew point of about 16 degrees with humidity at about 86. We're also looking at a barometric pressure of about 30.01, with the winds coming around from the southwest at about 12 miles per hour. Now, if we go over to the rest of the area, Pittsburgh's at about a 50 degrees. Butler, same. Beaver Falls is 51. Burkettstown's looking at about 51 also. Washington, 52. New Kensington, 50. Greensburg, 53. And Kittanning, 51. Now, if we go to the entire northeast area, Detroit's looking at about 54. Cleveland, 61. Erie, 54. Pittsburgh, as I said before, 50. Morgantown, 51. Charleston, 58. Columbus is 54. Same with Lexington. And Fort Wayne is looking at about 56. Now, if we go for tomorrow, we're looking at about 60 degrees, again, for February. What's going on with some storms? And if we go ahead and we look at, the rest of the week, we're looking at Tuesday, as I said, 60, with low of 41, sunshine. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are also some snow, with Wednesday being 40, low of 30. Thursday's 39 with 28. Friday's 34 with 24, and Saturday we're going to have sun again, 34 to 28.
Wow. 60 degrees weather.
I cannot wait.
Ernie, what's going on in sports?
Well, thank you guys also for asking. Coming up in sports, Robert Morris goes to CCSU, and the women's ice hockey team hosts the Sacred Heart. How do they fare? Find out. But first, the athlete of the week.
Once they've outgrown their toddler seat, they're still not ready for adult safety belts alone. 4'9" is the magic number. Until then, kids need a booster seat. Make sure your little pumpkin gets there safely. Visit boosterseat.gov.
200 years ago, Lewis and Clark set out to discover an all-water route to the Pacific. But what they really discovered in themselves and everyone they encountered are qualities we can still learn from today. As we commemorate the Lewis and Clark bicentennial, we invite you to walk with them at lewisandclark200.org and see what you discover, because their trail winds through us all.
At Robert Morris University, we explore our world.
We made documentaries in Chile.
I'm taking business students to Mexico.
We deliver nursing services to families in Nicaragua.
We're going to study media management in Germany.
At Robert Morris University, we're preparing students for tomorrow's careers. That means gaining a global perspective. Come check out how your world can expand at RMU.
Alex Rodriguez, the third baseman for the New York Yankees, has admitted to using performance-enhancing drugs from 2001 to 2003. Those were the first 3 years of Rodriguez's then record-breaking 10-year, $252 million contract with the Texas Rangers. The news came out, the former owner of the Rangers said that he felt personally betrayed and devastated by Alex. Rodriguez has won 3 American League MVP awards in 2003, 2005, and 2007. He's also a 12-time Gold Glover, or a 2-time Gold Glover, and a 12-time All-Star. All right, now to the ice where we go. Marian Hossa making his return to Pittsburgh. We're going to see here now a little play by the Penguins, and then Malkin, he's going to get a last-ditch effort, but Tomlinson, he says no. Conklin, should I say, says no, you shall not get a goal. Then Zetterberg, he's going to make a nice pass here to Paul Dasuk, and Dasuk scores a goal. That will be the first one to Detroit. That won't be the last one. And here we go right now. In the third period, everyone's fan favorite of last year and favorite guy that hate, Marian Hossa, scores a goal. And, well, you could say you could say the fans weren't too happy about that. That's one sign there. And, of course, Dasuk, one last goal to put the exclamation point on the game. The Penguins lose, unfortunately, 3-2. Their next game, I believe, will be against the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Or Tampa Bay Lightning, sorry. During this weekend, Robert Moore's basketball team went up to CCSU for a doubleheader versus the Devils. The first game was a bit of a shocker, as the women's team, led by Kendra Williams, scoring a career-best 22 points, lost to the Blue Devils. This placed the girls' team in third in Northeast Conference. As for the men, it was business as normal, defeating boys from Central Connecticut 64-44. Junior Rob Robinson was only a point away from his first career double-double by scoring 9 points, but he did grab a career-high 14 rebounds. But the biggest performance by the weekend was on the ice. The women's ice hockey team played. That's not correct. They laid a beat down on Sacred Heart, beating them to a combined score for the weekend of 19-2. On Friday, the Colonials were led by Brianna Delaney, who scored 2 goals, and one of them was shorthanded. Then on Saturday, the girls of Winter went in for the first 10 seconds of the game off the stick of Morgan Burkett with the first goal. That set the pace for the rest of the game. They would score 12 goals, 3 of them shorthanded, which that is a new NCAA record. This is also a weekend that Coach Nate tries a few more new maneuvers, moving Sarah O'Malley, the forward, to defenseman, and starting Danica Butterfield in net. Let's go to the Colonial scoreboard, and this has been Ernie Bernard on Sports.
Thank you, Ernie. Now let's head over to Josh Elsas for the debut of the Elsas Extra. The Elsas Extra does not represent the opinion of RMU-TV.
Welcome. Campus, I know that you've never had an emo swoop news reporter before, so put your pants on, because this is the Elsas Extra. On the Elsas Extra, we take opinion articles from our campus paper, The Century, and we report on them. Today's topic, Alaskan Governor Sarah Palin. This is brought to us by James Bacalia. The Alaskan governor is still complaining that the media treated her unfairly during her presidential run with Senator McCain. Bacalia writes, it is possible that she may feel the media has treated her unfairly, given the widespread criticism she received after her interview with Katie Couric. I mean, she could field dress a moose while playing basketball and deliver a breaking news story. Plus, she's got 5 kids. That means they all play hockey. Campus, I digress. I have personal experience with hockey moms. In fact, I have one. And there's one thing that I know, is that hockey moms rock, and that the media should back off. I'd like to see you stare down Russia over morning coffee. So, media, pay attention. Miss Palin needs to be left alone, or she'll go all maverick on you. I'm serious. But that's all the time we have for today. So in closing, keep your moose friends close, but your Alaskan crabs closer.
Well put, Mr. Elsas. Well put.
Following in the footsteps of California, Louisiana might be electing a film star to represent them. Stormy Daniels, a popular adult film star, may be the successor to a Senate seat with a history of racy behavior. Current Senator David Vitter is infamous for his questionable ties to the D.C. Madam, a woman who was accused and convicted of running a prostitution ring. Daniels has claimed that politics can't be any dirtier than the profession she is currently in. That does it for this edition of RMU Live.
For Andre and the rest of us here at RMU Live, I'm Mark Coddington. See you later.